Come here. Come. Come. Psst. Psst. Come. Hey. Hey. What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to the start of Series Evo 4 or something like that. I don't know. So what we're going to be doing today, guys, is first things first. There's a massive oil leak. I think I did show it when it was running. I don't remember, but it's coming from the left-hand side of the sump. I will show you in a bit. But basically, where just under the okay, I'll get the flash on just now. Just under the main or the front pulley, it seems to be leaking from there. So what we're going to be doing now first is I'm first going to drop the sump, because I also want to check the torque on the main and big end bearing caps, on the end cap, should I say. And then from there, drop the sump, and then clean the sump, reseal the sump, put the sump back up, chuck oil in, and then we can take it from there. So first things first, let's hit it with the sump. I think it's going to be 10 mil, 12 mil. So what we have to do is release, listen to me. Take off the downpipe and starter motor and the turbo drain, oil drain. So let's get on the car. Let's start wrenching on the Evo. So I already have taken off that very, very, very interesting carbon wrap on the hood. I need to give it a good polish. And then carbon wrap on the roof is going to come off. And also, you know what's quite iconic is less than a year ago, I fixed that Mitsubishi in that same spot. So you know what? It's fate. If I can do it once, I can do it twice. Let's fucking go. I am so excited, guys. You don't understand. Let's hit it. So I also went ahead and got myself a new battery. It fits in the tray very nicely. I just need to make a new strap for it. But yeah, so what we're going to do, let's take off the ground, because we're working with the battery and the power and all of that good stuff on the starter. Starter's down there. So let's head underneath the old goal and take off the starter. There's one bolt on this side here and another bolt coming from the back. Should be there somewhere. I'll find it now when I move around. But let's just disconnect these two wires here first, and you can see there's a whole lot of seepage going on. So I've got a feeling it is mainly from the sump. See a lot of oil over there. I don't think it's main seal. I don't know. I don't know. But anyway, let's take off the sump. Yeah, so downpipe over here, right there, and starter. And then oil drain line from the turbo. So let's start with the starter. And just a quick one, guys, there is the other bolt for the starter. So let's get that one out. And just like that, the starter is out. Doesn't look like we have any oil in there, so that rear main seal is actually good. So next thing, let's get this downpipe off and then the oil drain. Okay, downpipe is off, and it looks like there's no oil coming out the exhaust housing of the turbo, which is mint. So now we're going to take off the drain. Let's have a look at the drain. It looks like it was RTV'd as well. Probably just chuck some RTV, clean the sump up, see if there's a gasket. Maybe make a gasket. Oh, I don't know what size it is. Let me find out. But anyway, let's take that off. I think it's probably a 10 or a 8. I think. Is this my 10? This is my 11. Let me just do a little bit of sizing over here. Yeah, that's a 10. So let's take that off, and then you'll be good to go to start taking off the sump. Next, oil drain is off. So now that's not a problem. Let's find out what size they are. It looks like they're all 10 mils. So I think let's get the drill out and just start having at it. And there's a stupid 12 point, but that's not an issue. But yeah, it looks like there's some that are going to be a little bit of a... No, that's going to be fine to get to. none of them are really going to be a pain, like it was on the Pajero. But anyway, so let's get the sump off. I'm not going to show you me undoing bolts because I think we've all seen enough of that. So actually, we need to drain it first. I'm first going to drain it. There is the drain plug. So I'm going to quickly take this out and then drain it, and then we can drop the sump. Okay, there we go. No shiny bits, so that's a good start. Yeah, I don't see any shiny bits. Oh fuck, whoopsie. That's not good. Let me clean this quickly. Shit. The sump is off, but you know, it usually helps when there's actual gasket maker on the sump. As you can see, there was nothing. And my main leak was coming right out of here when we started the engine, when it was pissing out, and there's literally nothing. Like, and this thing came off so easily. So if this is my easy fix, oh, there might be a leak over there on the sump. Looks like someone fixed it. But anyway, yeah, you can see it literally is just not sealing whatsoever, and my leak was coming straight from here. So maybe that would be a positive thing. Let me have a look at the pickup. There's some odds and ends in the pickup. Actually, there's a shitload of odds and ends in the pickup. I'm going to take this off and clean that out. That is not ideal. That is scary, actually. Holy shit. Anyway, and this is what makes the Evo, well, the 4G63 so famous, is this girdle. This is what really holds the engine together, and you can see that it's actually very clean inside here. I can't see anything alarming whatsoever. While I'm under here, it looks extremely clean, guys. My goodness. So I think my next step now is I'm going to clean all of this, clean this, and just reseat everything, and then put it back together, let it sit for a bit before you tighten it fully, and put everything up. And then what I will do is eventually get into the behind of the timing cover, because it does look like there's been some oil seep, but not too much. But yeah, I've got a new oil filter as well, so we can chuck all that on. But yes, this is what makes it pretty much amazing. This girdle here is what strengthens this engine completely. So very, very, very cool setup on the 4G63T. So I'm going to clean that, take some photos of this, and then as soon as I put some sealants on that and chuck it back in, we'll be good to go. Everything on the bottom here is buttoned up, guys. Buttoned up. Listen to me. Buttoned up. Downpipe on. Starters on. I need to fix that bolt over there. Drill and rethread. Do it once. Get it sorted. The sump, I do want to take off eventually. I just want to see if that was my main leak. Or if it was something else that's major. Because when I say it was pissing out when I started the last time, I mean like there was a bloody waterfall. So that's it. New copper washer in. So let's see if the people who worked on this car last are nice people. Let me do this. There we go. Or mean people. Oh no, here we go again. Yep. Alrighty. This is exactly what I thought. That's, if I have to bring out the 2 cars or 2 videos, like really, I just don't. Why? Ugh. Okay, let me go grab gloves or something and try again. Oh, this oil filter didn't even have a seal. Oh my god. I think I found where it was leaking from. Oh my wordy word. Goodness gracious me. This thing literally did not have a seal. Wow. That is scary shit. Anyway, let's put that down there. I'll quickly clean my hands and just see if this one will thread on. If not, then yeah, it is what it is. Let's check. There we go. hand tight, like a glove. Okay, people, I guess it's time to put some oil in and see what happens when we start her up. Let's go up. Alright, boys and girls, I guess there's not much to do besides this. And put my little spring on the oil dipstick, because race car. Haven't found the radiator cap yet. I'm going to try from the pad to see if it might fit, but that's the next one I need to sort out. I'm going to put you guys down, let it prime, and quickly tighten the battery terminals and crank it, I guess. I'm pretty nervous, even though I know it starts, but let's see what she's going to sound like running for a bit longer and see if there are any oil leaks. That is my biggest thing. So I've taken off the accessory belt, I guess. I don't know what you want to call this. It's not the timing belt, it's definitely accessory belt. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take off my pulley over here. Just the pulley. And then so you're going to hold that with this. And then you basically hold it. And then you remove the other one. So that's what I'm going to try to do now. Because I want to take this off, so that I can see what's going on behind, because I can't see where this oil leak's coming from, and it's a severe one with this in the way. So I'm going to quickly take this off. Alrighty guys, so as you saw there, motor mount is off, water pump pulley is off. A bit of a bitch of a job. Now we can actually feel the play on the water pump. It's actually pretty good. The bolt is fairly decent. Let's check this on. This idler, that's not bad at all. Okay, this idler, that's pretty chill too. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go under from the bottom here, and we're going to be removing or loosening this. Where is it? Come on. We're going to be removing that tensioner up there. We're going to be removing the main timing tensioner bolt on there. I think it's a 14 mil or 12 mil. Anyway, we're going to take that off, and while we're at it, make sure that everything is timed. So you can see there the dots on the dot. The crank has got a, where is the crank mark? There it is. There you can see the timing. There we go, as is. And then when you take off this timing plate, make sure it stays this side. So like, I'm gonna maybe clean it up and then put a little dot. And then on the top here, you can see I've already zip tied the timing belt, and we're in time. I'm gonna leave the top, ooh, whoopsie. I'm gonna leave the top bolt on, and we should be good to go. Looks like this thing has got new Welsh plugs too. This motor might not be as bad as what it is. So, with that saying it, let's start loosening that tensioner and take everything off. So now, let's move this belt. Okay, righty-ho. Now we just need to see if we can't take off this pulley. I'm going to see if I can't just get a... well, we first have to take off this bolt as well. So I'm going to try lock the car and get this bolt off, because I don't have an impact. So I'm going to quickly try lock the car, put it into like a reverse something, hold the handbrake, and not the handbrake, the brake, and then see if I can't turn this off. And again, people, we are under the Evo. And look what I've gotten out. I got out the seal. And it looks like I slightly nicked the casing, but nothing too drastic. I mean, that is literally going to sit in there. And you can see how hard this one is. This one's gotten really hard. I know they are meant to be hard. I mean, versus this though, it is cheap as chalk and cheese. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pre-lube this, put this over here, clean it out, obviously, get all that gunk out from inside there. And then I'm going to also remove this. This is the tensioner pulley. I'm going to remove that and also put a bit of RTV on the bolt, because that's also a big problem. So I'm going to put RTV on the bolt there, and then we're going to start getting things together. And I also found a pulley. I should get a pulley next week, so this should all go back. So the car should be up and running by next week. Well, coming now, soon. But yes, because we are currently the 1st of April right now. So let me clean this all up and then we can sort this out. And just like that, the pulley's on. So I didn't put any sealant on it because I obviously haven't, I'm going to change the bolts. My bolt's arriving on Monday, like I said. So when I put the bolt on properly, then I'll put the sealant so then I can torque everything down and also my pulley. So, oh, my pulley is that side over there, Lapa. So I'm going to, for now, I think that's all I'm going to do today. Maybe clean up a little more in the engine bay and see what's happening. Okay, while we're here, guys, we might as well install the new balance bolts. So what I'm going to do is everything is in time. Top balance shaft is in time. You can see a little mark on this on the top there. Wait, there it is. You can see there. And I'm going to install the bottom idler pulley. Sometimes it's a little bit stubborn. Let it do a thing. There we go. And as you can see, that's in time over there too, which is lovely. In time. Great. So now what we can do is install our balance shaft or bolt, I guess. Aha. Now everything is in time. This thing just needs to be pressed down without helping when we tighten. And then when tension hits in, boing, that's in time up there too. So let's install my tensioner with freshly lubed or freshly RTV'd. So I'm going to quickly install that and I'll show you when it's done. Balance belt pulley is on. So you tighten everything on the main crank with new seal at the back and tensioned and in time, perfectly in time. I love it. We back. I don't know where I left off. I can't remember. However, it is time to install the timing bolt and from gates themselves. So I have already installed that balancer bolt. Now it's time for the main timing. Let's go have a look at how far I've gotten. Old timing bolt's off. New timing bolt is going to go in. I'm obviously the timing marks are slightly off, but that is a known thing when doing this, when you don't have something to hold the timing into place. I might just see if I can find something to put in between the sprockets, or in between the timing gears, should I say. New tensioner is on and torqued, 48 Newton meters pretty much, right over, focus, there we go, 48 Newton meters, plus minus. So, now what we're going to do is install, well first clean, there we go, clean and install my trigger gear. So I've marked it on the side that it should be. I'm going to clean all this gunk off quickly and then we're going to install that and everything is still in time, which is amazing because I've got that balance belt. As you can see, where is it? Down there. And then what we're going to do is install that, install the bolt. I'm not going to show you how to do it again. This isn't the how-to. If I do that, this video will be even longer than it already is. I know it's going to be a long one because I've done sump and timing. And then we're going to sand that. Anyway, let's carry on with the process. I've got no idea what's going to happen when I film now, but I'm going to film and that's about it. So enjoy, guys. Let's get this timing back together. And just like that, we are done, I think. There's no bolts that are left over. Everything's tightened to spec. Reservoir, will coolant overflow. This fuse box is here nice and tight. Reservoir's back on, nice and tight for power steering. Let me actually look at this. Yeah, that looks pretty decent. Not too bad, not too bad. Might do a power steering flush as well at some point. So I guess what's the only thing left to do, this. Let me tighten these quickly. Put you guys on top of the Mini over here. And then crank, crank, crank. And hopefully not tick, tick, boom, but tick, tick, vroom. Let's find out. Let me quickly do that. Tighten the battery, get in the car. And let's start it and see what happens. Keen. Let's go. Get in! Oh, I love it when I play something together. Man. No leaks. No leaks whatsoever. Yes! Yes! Get it! Get the fuck in! Let's let it idle for a bit and see what happens. Man, this is good. Oh my goodness, guys, you don't know how much that makes me smile. I can't believe that. After doing everything, everything seems to be mint. I stopped that huge oil leak, which I'm so stoked about. I think this thing was running ethanol. Where is it? There we go. The good stuff. The good ethanol over here, not methanol. Methanol is the stuff that you use for water meth, not in your fuel. Anyway, I'm so stoked. There seems to be a bit of oil coming out the exhaust manifold. So I'm not sure if that's maybe valve stems. Could be valve stems, but nothing too severe. I'm going to check the oil. But otherwise, she's idling amazingly. You heard she starts like almost first time. I just think there was a bit of a fuel starvation at some point, but I do hear a vacuum leak. But anyway, I am... I'm beyond stoked, guys. Like, honestly, I don't think you understand how much this means to me. This is huge. Like, to get this done right the first time. I love it. I love it. And everyone in the Evo community that's helped me out with this, guys, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. You guys are absolute legends.